So, Nami, first off, thanks for braving the wilds of our not-so-glamorous studio. Compared to the Grand Line, I bet this place feels downright quiet.
Quiet, yes, but I have to admit, it's refreshing not hearing cannonballs flying overhead for once. Though, I wouldn't mind a little more luxury, maybe just a gold coin or two lying around for atmosphere.
Ha! I'll have to raid the Hokage's office for a better decorating budget. Seriously, though, you've made a name for yourself when it comes to acquiring things. In my world, that's called strategic intelligence gathering.
Strategic, huh? Funny how a fancy title makes things sound less like stealing. But really, it's all about reading people and knowing when it's time to disappear. Plus, a bit of charm when the situation calls for it.
You mentioned charm and sometimes thunder. Now, I'm curious, is that a weather thing? Or do you mean actual, literal thunder? Because I usually just bring out my lightning blade.
Literal thunder, thanks to my trusty Climatact. Sometimes a well-timed storm solves more problems than a blade ever could. But honestly, knowing exactly what you want is half the battle. The other half is making sure you've got an escape planned.
Escape routes, I like that. You must have a sixth sense for trouble. I'm guessing your line of work keeps you on your toes, especially with a crew as unpredictable as the Straw Hats.
You have no idea. Every day is chaos. It's like herding cats, but the cats are pirates with superpowers. I've learned that flexibility and maybe a little bribery goes a long way.
Speaking of chaos, let's talk about your captain. Luffy seems energetic, to say the least. How do you keep him on course when he's always distracted by food or adventure?
Honestly, you don't really keep Luffy on course. It's more like damage control. Most days, I make sure he doesn't steer us straight into a sea monster, or worse, an empty fridge.
Sounds exhausting. Do you ever wish you could just take over as captain? Or is it more fun playing the brains behind the scenes?
Taking over? No way. Let Luffy take the spotlight, less paperwork for me. But someone's got to manage the finances, the maps, and, well, making sure we don't starve at sea.
I've got to say, you might be the unsung leader of the Straw Hats. Managing money, route planning, predicting weather, you're juggling a lot more than just treasure hunts.
If only the bounty posters agreed with you. But being sensible isn't always glamorous. Still, if I left things up to Luffy, we'd be sailing in circles, probably on a boat made out of whatever he could eat.
So true. Sensible may not get you a wanted poster, but it keeps the crew alive. I've been there. Every team needs someone thinking 5 steps ahead.
Exactly, someone has to make sure the adventure doesn't end in disaster. Besides, I like the view from behind the scenes. It's less dangerous. Sometimes.
Before we wrap up, I've got to ask, if you could give one piece of advice to our listeners about surviving wild journeys or just dealing with unpredictable teammates, what would it be?
Never trust a Marine. Always keep an eye on your loot. And if someone hands you a map to a hidden island, triple check for traps. Oh, and don't forget to pay your navigator. It's cheaper than getting lost at sea.
That's gold, literally. Next time, maybe you'll teach me how to read ocean currents without getting soaked. Thanks for the wisdom and the laughs today. Nami.
Anytime, Kakashi. Just promise me the next studio upgrade comes with a treasure chest or two. Until then, keep your head above water and your wallet in your front pocket.